My mother has two daughters. One, the sunshine of her life, the princess, the one who can burn the house down and still get a kiss on the forehead. The other, that's me, the bank. Growing up, I got A's. She got praise. I got a job. She got a vacation. I bought groceries. She got her nails done. I was always so strong, so independent, so lucky to have a good head on my shoulders. And yet, somehow, I was always the one owing something. Help your sister. She's not like you. She has a gentle soul. Gentle? She once threw a blender at her boyfriend because he brought her the wrong Starbucks. She's just emotional, Mom would say. Meanwhile, I'm working 12-hour shifts and Venmoing money to pay for her anxiety massage. But the real horror began with a phone call. I was lying in bed, exhausted, when my phone rang. It was Mom. "Sweetheart, you're doing so well now. You should buy your sister a little apartment." "Excuse me?" "A what?" I said. "A small one, nothing fancy. Just a 2-bedroom near the river, somewhere with good schools in case she ever has kids." I almost dropped the phone. My sister doesn't have a job. She's allergic to mornings. She once claimed she had a gluten sensitivity to commitment. "You've got savings, right?" my mom pressed. "That's for my future." "Well, she is your future too. Your family." Family? The same sister who borrowed my car and returned it with glitter, no gas, and a raccoon trapped in the trunk. That family. Then came the ultimate twist. If you really loved her, you'd want her to be safe. I realized then, this wasn't just a mother trying to help her struggling child. This was financial gaslighting on steroids. It wasn't even about money, it was about power. She wanted to see how much I'd sacrifice before I finally snapped. Spoiler, I snapped. After that call, I didn't speak to them for 2 weeks. Not a word, not a text, not even a reaction to my sister's 7th Instagram post of the week with captions like, "Not everyone has a real heart, some just have credit cards." 2 weeks of silence felt like heaven, until the guilt campaign began. My phone turned into a digital battlefield. "You're lucky you have money. Your sister is struggling." "It's just a small apartment, not a mansion." "You don't know what she's going through. She's delicate." Delicate? She once screamed at a Starbucks employee because they spelled her name with 1 N instead of 2. "She's sensitive," Mom said. No. She's spoiled, dramatic, and allergic to consequences. Then came the post that broke me. My sister uploaded a picture of herself in front of a luxury apartment building with the caption, "Some people would rather keep their money than help their own blood." Imagine being that cold. "I live in a rental with a leaky ceiling. I'm that cold?" The comments were full of, "Girl, you deserve better." Family should always support you. "Is your sister a psychopath?" One person asked if she should start a GoFundMe to help my sister escape her abusive sibling. I laughed. Then I screamed. Then I made tea and considered deleting the internet. But the final explosion came from Mom. She left me a 5-minute voicemail crying so hard she sounded like she was auditioning for a soap opera. She cried all night. She barely ate. Her spirit is breaking. She's 28 years old, Mom. Not a Victorian widow. And let's talk about who's really breaking. I paid her rent last year. I covered her phone plan. I bailed her out when she accidentally got caught shoplifting for the thrill. I'm not a sister. I'm her financial service provider. So I called Mom. I said, "No apartment, no car, no more small help." And she paused, and then dropped the nuke. "Then don't come to Christmas." I didn't. I stayed home. Alone. Made lasagna, watched old movies, slept in. And for the first time in years, I didn't cry on Christmas. But guess what? A week later, my ex messaged me. "Why are you punishing your sister? She says you kicked her out of your life just because she asked for help." I blinked. Turns out my sister messaged my ex-boyfriend. Told him I was financially abusive and emotionally dead. Me? The person who bought her groceries, paid for her therapy, and even loaned her money to start her candle business, which she later rebranded as Candle Daddy and accidentally burned down the bathroom with. Now I was the villain. I blocked her. I blocked Mom. I blocked their dog's Instagram just in case. For a moment, I thought I was free. But nope. A few weeks later, I got a call from a random number. Woman on the line says, "Hi, we're confirming the down payment request for your sister's new apartment in your name." I laughed out loud. They tried to buy an apartment using my identity. I changed my number, deleted my social media, moved to a new apartment, paid cash, and for the first time in a long time, I could hear myself think. But then came the postcard. No name, no return address, just this handwritten message. "Hope your money keeps you warm at night." Cute, because unlike my sister's love, my money doesn't ask for monthly deposits. It doesn't lie. It doesn't guilt-trip me. It doesn't send 3 a.m. texts like, "Do you still love me even if I failed my lash course again?" I used to think family meant loyalty. But now I know family means give until you're empty, then get blamed for being hollow. They didn't lose a daughter. They lost a credit card with a beating heart. And the worst part? They didn't even want me at the table. They just wanted me to pay for the food. But I've learned something powerful. Sometimes, "I can't help you" is the kindest thing you can say to yourself. And to the people who only call when the rent's due.